wow. Just wow. I have had an absolute incredible transfer window. Spent over £100 million, and I have bought in some absolute baller players. Let's go and check them all out. Hey guys, Woody here, welcome back, episode 8 of the FM23 Beta Save with Leeds United. If you're enjoying this type of content and you're not yet subscribed, if you could, would mean a lot to me. Recently just passed 300 and now trying to push to 400, and you can make that happen. Don't forget to smash like on the video, it does push it out to more people and, lets them know about this fantastic save. Speaking of fantastic saves, obviously with the beta ending and the full game coming out, I do have my Oldham to Ohm title work in progress coming out now. That's not going to come out when FM23 drops. I'm going to finish second season of this just as I can in my sort of usual amount of time, 4 uploads a week, and then we'll start the Oldham save after that. So we'll get the second season out of the way with Leeds United, and then dip our toes into the full fat version and see what's changed there. But we're back here for our first game of the Premier League, and we are playing at newly promoted Stoke today. But before we do that, we've got to go and look at these players I've bought in, because holy smokes. We just checked the finances. I still have 16 million in the bank and 200k per week, so there is still room to bring in more players, and I think I will, because I've gone a little bit spend crazy, just literally me with cash, boom, 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 boom. So it's been fantastic. Let's go check out these transfers, eh? So the first player in pretty much right after the season ended was Tyreek Mitchell. Crystal Palace got relegated, and so I thought definitely yes, English 23 left back, we need one of them. 17.5 million. Played okay for a team, I guess, who got relegated, but yeah, we need a left back. So Tyreek Mitchell, definitely a good buy, already worth just a tick under 40 million already. Now the next one is an FM22 legend, and that is Lorenzo Luca. Is on loan at Ajax from Pisa. He only played 6 games and got 2 goals. He does look like he's had a bit of a downgrade this version. He's definitely not as... doesn't look like as good. He's a lot slower in this one, but I just saw him and was like, you know what? I'm going to get him. And for 5 million, which I bought him for, was amazing. He failed a work permit, as he did all in FM22. So he is out on loan at Real Zaragoza. The interesting thing is they're in La Liga 2, which just sort of makes me think that he's actually not going to be that good. But I just saw him and I was like, no, 200 centimeters will get him. Fortunately, we won't see him this year, but oh well, whatever. Signing number 3 is a well-known wonder kid, Andreas Sheldrup. Andreas. He's come in. He's already worth 40 million. Absolutely amazing. 19 years old. Wonder kid. I'm pretty sure he is coming in as a wonder kid. Let's check this out. Come on. Why is this being a bit funny? There it is. Media description is a wonder kid. So yeah, he just looks absolutely amazing. I felt like we needed a bit more on that left wing, and he's come in for his minimum fee of 7.5 million. So really excited about this kid. Signing number 4 is a young Dutch player, Silvano Vos. He's come in because he's 18. We can get him trained at club and all that kind of jazz. Already worth about 20 million. Can play central defender, that DN or midfield. He's come in for 10 million, so quite a bit of money to be spent on an 18-year-old. He's in the under-21s at the moment. We'll see how he goes. But I did really like the look of this guy and was rated quite highly. Signing number 5 is Bosco Sutalo. He is a central defender, can also play left back and right back, weirdly. Yeah, I like him. He's got some good stats. He's strong. A lot of 14s and 15s here. Look at this mentals. Absolutely amazing stuff from him. He is going to be a really, really good player. Coming in from Dynamo Zagreb for 6.5 million. Had a really good season there, and I am quite happy to include him into our team. And signing number 8, which is probably the biggest one of them all, is yes, I managed to sign Yusufa Moukoko from Dortmund. I don't even know how they entertained accepting a bid, and also how he was like, yeah, I'll come and be a squad player for Leeds, which was like crazy. Already worth probably 90 million. I did pay a fair bit for him, 45 million, but I was like, you know what? He just popped up, and I was like, asked the agent. Agent was like, he would consider joining. I was like, are we sure on this? And here we are, Yusufa Moukoko. And then Bamford's probably got a couple of years left, so it'd be good to get him in just as a bit of a squad player, and then, he would be Leeds' number 9 or number 22 in this case for the rest of his life. That sounded quite ominous. The rest of his playing career. Signing number 9 is Andre Santos, a Brazilian midfielder, can play the DM role or the midfielder. 19 years old. Just look at these stats. Absolutely crazy. I mean, his lowest stat is crossing in corners of 8. Everything else, a couple of 9s there, but everything else is double figures, like, 13s, 15s. He looks really, really amazing. He's come in from Vasco da Gama for 17 million. Yes, he has come in as a regular starter, which I would have preferred a squad player at his age, but I was like, no, I'm going to sign this guy because he looks good, and I reckon he can be an absolute gem for us. And finally, signing number 10 is Cyber Az. I think that's how you say his name. Norwegian 19-year-old wonder kid, central midfielder from Odds. Yeah, once again, just 19 years old. Look at these numbers here. Absolutely amazing. Like, once again, long throws is his lowest attribute at 8. Okay, his tackling's probably not great, but great determination and everything else in the yellows there. He is going to be great. Already worth plus 30 million. Coming in as a squad player. Cost me 3.5 million. What an absolute transfer window. 10 outstanding players. 96 million here. And we flick back to the end of last season with 17 for Tyreek Mitchell. So, what a huge transfer window. Some players left. We made 24 million. We'll go through some of the more important ones there. Liam Cooper, who wanted a new challenge and then moved to Brighton. I was like, okay, fine. 31-year-old. He's a little bit iffy anyway, as is. Didn't play too many games last year for me and wasn't that great. Sad to see him go, but he wanted a new challenge. Dan James on loan at Fulham. He went to Bournemouth for 5 million. I do like Dan James, but he's probably not quite there. Technically not great, but I mean, he's just a pace merchant, isn't he? So unfortunately, he went just to put some space. Diego Llorente also went for 5 million to Bournemouth. Once again, had a pretty... he was dogged by injury on this loan spell to Reims. But yeah, he's left. Doesn't wow me too much. He makes poor choices, and he's already 30 anyway. Helder Costa has gone to Sochi for 4.5 million. Poveda 1.5 to Cardiff. Danny Rose 100k to Austria Ven. Adam Forshaw went on a free. A whole host of players gone out on loan. One interesting one was Rodrigo. I could not get rid of Rodrigo. Where's he gone? Released players? I could not get rid of Rodrigo. Like, at one point I was offering him for free and nobody would take him. He was on 100k a week and I was like, he's on 14.5 at Anderlecht at the moment. So in the end, I released him for free and cost me 2 million. So, I mean, he played 18 games last season and didn't score a goal. So, sorry, Rodrigo. But that is like an absolutely crazy transfer window that has gone on. I don't think anyone else is coming in. Yes, of course, one more player is coming in. Jude Bellingham, obviously, Jude Bellingham's younger brother. Now, interestingly, he's not interested in a loan move to Leeds, so I've just, we're going to get him on loan. And for a future fee, I think about 10 million. Optional as well. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not sign him, see how he goes as a a young player. So that is going to be quite interesting. Other than that, things are looking really, really, really good. Starting to beef up the staff a little bit, which is great. Schedule-wise, we went on a tour of the States. We won every single game. We then beat Bradford P8, lost to Real Madrid. Okay, Real Madrid, whatever. And so, the friendlies have gone pretty good, and we've got Stoke on the first day of the campaign today, which I'm so excited. We've got Europa League as well. We're going to see the new graphics for that, which I'm super pumped for, which you've probably already seen. I mean, let's not, try and make this out like this is a brand new thing. You've seen them, but I'm excited to see them in my own game. So without too much further, let's go and play the first game against Stoke. We got Melier in goal, Christensen at right back, Mitchell at left, Stroik and Sutalo in that centre of defence there. Rocker, Adams, Aronson, Sinistera, Fofana and Bamford up front. The likes of Makoko, Schleiderup, butcher his name all the time, and I should know that properly. On the bench, Mansberg still here, Andre Santos, Koch. Also as well is Jamie Shackleton has come back from Millwall on loan. He was okay, I guess. He's 23 years old, so I guess it's really time for him to basically, poo or get off the pot, as they say. He's going to play just a bit of a utility role this season, see how he can go. If he can't, we've also got the likes of Charlie Cresswell, also back from Millwall. We'll see how he goes. He might go out on loan, not too sure. Other than that, Nice Chair is still here. Sam Greenwood as well, back from loan as well. He looks pretty decent as well. We'll see how we go for game time with him anyway. And obviously, Jamie Shackleton, 23 years old now, had an okay season at Millwall, but I think, midfielder, a bit of a backup right back there as well. It's time for him to poop or get off the pot, as they say. So we'll see how he goes. If not, he could be let go in January. But I like how this team is lining up. It is good. Let's go and play Stoke. All right, we're into schedule. And point your finger. I want to be impressed today. Go and put on a show. Keep the game off. Skip all this jargon. And they're out there. We're going to shout the boys straight away to encourage them. Stoke lining up with this 3 defenders, wing backs and 2 pivots just seems to be the AI tactic that they love. I guess it's sort of popular at the moment in football. But yeah, every sort of AI manager is like, yep, this is how we're lining up, this is how we're lining up. We're in our black kit with our orange socks today. Tyreek Mitchell passes to Rocker. Rocker finds Bamford. Bamford to Aronson. And Aronson, he just goes wide. Aronson almost looked like he was about to open his and Leeds' account for this season. Got a free kick here. Mark Rocker chips it over, and it is Datro Fofana. It is him who opens up his tally and our tally for the season. Get in. Leeds 1, Stoke 0. And another highlight comes in, and it is Stoke now on the ball. Campbell trying to get Stoke back in, but Tyreek Mitchell snaffles that ball straight off him. Finds Bamford, Aronson. Oh, and it's in, Brendan Aronson. What a great goal. Patrick Bamford there with the assist. I almost forgot to say, left back, this is Abdul, the Egyptian guy we had. He's gone back to Egypt because he was okay, not quite ever going to fit in this team. Now that we got Tyreek Mitchell. Anyway, highlight here, long throw from Stoke, but Melier clutches that ball, rolls it out to Pascal Stroik now as he goes on. I wonder if we still get the 5 subs this season, because I wasn't sure if that was a World Cup thing, but we're probably going to find out this game. Come on, Datro, use some pace there. Adams, nice. Can't find Sinistera though, but it is Stroik heading to Adams in the centre of the park. Mitchell now trying to find Paddy Bamford. Brown, Aronson. Oh, Brendan Aronson is in. Aronson trying to round the keeper, but we do get the corner, and is Mark Rocker now with that corner. Whips it in, headers away. Brown trying to clear the danger, and the highlight ends as Christensen gets it, but it is now Lascelles for Stoke. And, not really going anywhere there. Mitchell now, what can he do? Trying to push forward. The ball is blocked, but he goes across the middle part to Datro Fofana, who finds Christensen. His pass just is a little bit wayward, and Stoke intercept. And now Stoke try and counter here, but Leeds managed to get bodies back nicely, and Stoke are forced to retreat in a way and then find a way forward, going all the way across the pitch to Stacey, and oh, they're in. Alex Scott, where did that come from? Where did that come from, actually? I'm a little bit annoyed at that. This is Brown going across to an unmarked Stacey here, and it is this man here, Scott, just making a run straight past our new Croatian defender. Not great. And another highlight now is Sinisterra on the ball now. Tyreek Mitchell, another bit of a wayward pass. I do like in this how there are a lot more wayward passes and also first touches that go a little bit wayward. Aronson! Brendan Aronson gets his second goal this season. Datro Fofana, the architect. And by architect, I mean he got the assist. Sotalo with the ball, probing forward, finds Datro Fofana, who just plays a nice ball to Brendan Aronson. And there it is. I was worried about Brendan Aronson sort of struggling a bit this season as he doesn't quite fit in that central midfield, should be pushed further ahead. But, I mean, 2 goals this game kind of puts that worry to bed, I guess. And it is half time as we head into the sheds. We are 3-1 up against Stoke. I'll point the finger, tell them I'm happy, and get back out there for the second half. All right, well, it's 70th minute. I've paused the game to make some substitutions. We've had no highlights because, obviously, you know, everyone's kind of gone, well, we've got this in the bag, so foot off the gas. We're going to bring on Yusufa Makoko for Patrick Bamford. I'm going to find out here if I can make 5 subs. Andreas is going to come on for Datro Fofana, and we'll swap him with Sinisterra. Good. Datro's played well. We'll give the likes of Tyler Adams and Lewis Sinisterra some game time to be better. Same with Tyreek Mitchell. We are going to bring on Andre Santos for Mark Rocker in that deep line playmaker. He's 3.5 stars already, which is just crazy. And we might bring on Stuart Dallas for Christensen. So there is 4 subs. That's good news. So I'm assuming the 5 subs is still a thing, which is great news because I love that rule. Love it. We'll look to make another one here with a tired player in about 8 minutes as we get the first highlight of the second half with Stoke on the ball now. Goalkeeper coming out, going for a long ball, but he's headed away, and Tyler Adams hoofs it forward. Can Makoko get onto it? He can't. It is Wilmot now. Plays it back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper hoofs it forward again. And it is exactly the same play, headed by the new Croatian defender to Adams, but this time Adams goes to Mitchell, finds Andreas to Makoko, and Yusufa Makoko is on debut. He scored. The 2 debutant wonder kids combine. They are having a look at it, though, for a potential offside. Oh, come on. Just give it to him. Oh, spoil sports. Absolute spoil sports. You know what? I'm not going to say anything because I don't even think praising him actually works. It's a free kick now as Makoko taking it with a little dink, and it is in. Bosco Sotalo. He is getting a goal. That says his second goal of the season. I'm pretty sure it did. Let's just double check that. It said his second goal. He hasn't scored 2 today. Is it going to flash up? No, I'm pretty sure it said second goal of the season. He hasn't scored 2, has he? Didn't he get 1 disallowed? Anyway, we'll make 1 more substitution. It is going to be... Oh, Adams. We're going to take off Pascal Stroik for Robin Koch. And we'll let the game keep going for the last. I know we've got a highlight here as Stoke really trying to get into this. Robin Koch, Tyreek Mitchell now. Is there 1 more goal in this fantastic Leeds United squad? Hopefully there's another goal in the Stoke squad because that's going to make it absolutely crap. And it does. It's Pele. Pele has scored to make the scoreline. Are they in with a shout? I don't think they are, but 4-1 looks a lot better than 4-2. But anyway, worrying that the XG for Stoke is under 1 and they've scored 2 goals. Andreas there with a free kick, and it is Stoke now. We've really taken our foot off the pedal a bit, but Andreas, great pace there. Koch now. Tyreek Mitchell finds Adams. Santos now goes across the park to Adams. Dallas even. Stuart Dallas back to Sutalo now with a good cross. So Yusufa Makoko. Oh, Yusufa Makoko, I thought he was going to get one on debut. He didn't. Oh, we've got another highlight. It's just the game that never ends. It's the game that never ends. It is Santos now on the ball. Goes across to find Tyreek Mitchell. Mitchell to Andreas. I'm going to learn how to say his name properly because I've heard it a feyou times, but you just forget. Gale fouls Mitchell there, and we get a free kick just behind my head, and it is Robin Koch now on the ball. Goes to Santos. Santos plays it across to Dallas at right back. And that is it. That is game. Disappointing we conceded 2 against a team like Stoke. But, nice work, boys. Win's a win's a win. Just having a look at the Europa League. And, oh, no, I've gone too far, obviously. 21st here is the first group. Oh, my God. The group stage match. So that is when we'll be coming back. It looks like my mouse has just run out of batteries, which is super duper handy. So we will be coming back probably for Everton and our first game in the Europa League, and looking at those cool new graphics, and the first time that Leeds have been in Europe in a long, long time. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did and you're not subscribed, if you could, wouldn't mean a lot. Catch you guys next time. Bye.